we possibly be going to? Could this just be a slight pullback before pumping back up to 100K plus for Bitcoin and the altcoins? Or are we at some critical levels where we could be having a massive drop here and the big red days are coming? Those are the kind of things we're going to be talking about here today. So you guys are just joining in. Make sure you guys are tapping those likes, getting those likes rocking and rolling, and let's get the show here. Because guys, it's exciting right now. Now I get excited, right? The red days is the fun part for me. The green days, whatever, bro. The green days are awesome. You look at it, you just chill back, right? You don't really do too much. You don't have to worry too much. But on the red days, those are the exciting days. Those are the days where the game plan begins, baby. The game plans begin. So appreciate all of you guys jumping in here. Hello, what can you see about Jasmine, right? Might do. Oh, Jasmine, geez. Oh, geez, Louise. Jasmine coin. People are still talking about this thing. So this thing just has like random pumponomics, just has random pumps here and there. Hasn't done anything in it's 36% up in the last month, 360% in the last year, 15% this week. Not much going on, down 9.6% today. I'm not a big fan of Jasmine. It's just one of those coins that just randomly has pumps here and there. I do not hold Jasmine. I don't plan on ever holding Jasmine. I know some people like to trade it, but that's about it. I'm just not a believer in whatever Jasmine is doing because they're not really doing anything. Appreciate all of you guys tapping those likes. Let's get those likes rocking and rolling here. Make sure you guys are smashing those likes. Let's get 10,000 likes, guys. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. I believe in you guys. I believe in you guys. So right now, overall, let's jump into the Bitcoin chart here and let's start looking at what is potentially happening here, right? Wherever Bitcoin goes, the altcoins will follow. So let's update our chart here. We are at some critical levels, let me tell you right now. We are at some critical levels right now. But before we cover that, we got to update our chart here. Got to update the chart, man. Got to update the chart. So let's see here. Where is my previous day high? Previous day high is right. Give me this freaking magnet. Right up here. Previous day low. All the way over here. We're below that. That's not good. And where's the daily open? Daily open is in here. Oof. Okay. Let's go back down to our 15-minute. See, was this NPLC tapped? Yeah, it was. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. Cool. Cool. Get rid of this range real quick. Get the Saturday range. Where's the Saturday range? Let's get this here. We're going to be finding out where Bitcoin's going. Depending where Bitcoin's going is where the altcoins will follow, my friends. That's just the unfortunate truth. That's the way the name of the game works here when it comes to crypto. That's just the way it works. So we have our daily naked point of control down here, which we've already clearly tapped. Let's get our daily pivot here as well. Our daily pivot is all the way down here, which we've already tapped as well. All right, but now that our chart is updated, we come back to the conversation of this bottom line trend, right? This ultimate trend line, right? This ultimate trend that we're in, this regression trend that we've been in the whole entire week. We've come down here. I told you guys, this is going to be the bottom line here. If this doesn't hold as support, if 96,000, we can dip into the 95s like we did earlier today. If this doesn't have a major bounce for the price action, right? If we don't get back above this previous day low, 97,000, and we don't get above this VWAP and start making a move off this here. Right now we are, right now in the last 30 minutes, we're having a bounce, right? We're having a bounce in the last 30 minutes. This does not mean that we're saved. This does not mean that Bitcoin's going back to 100K. This just means that in the last 30 minutes, we're having some support here. Keep those likes rocking and rolling, baby. We almost got 1,000. Let's shoot for 10,000. Let's go. Keep tapping those likes. So right now we're having a little pump here, a little bounce off this bottom line of this regression trend. If this regression trend does not hold and we start heading towards this previous week high on 93,500, that might be all, guys. That might be all for Bitcoin right now for the short term, right? For local tops, for a local top. I'm still overall bullish for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's going to hit $200,000, whatever, right? But the short story is that right now, if we don't hold this, and tomorrow, right, entering tomorrow, because tomorrow is Monday, tomorrow the big volume comes in, right, starting tonight, with the Asia markets at 7 p.m. Eastern time. The markets close. Asia markets begin to open up. If we start seeing a dump below this area here, below this regression trend that's currently sitting around 96,100, 95,800, we start dumping below this, start to head to this previous week high. Woo! It might be a wrap for the Bitcoin pump in the short term here, which definitely means that the altcoins are going to be in pain. Now, if the Asia markets open up at 7 p.m. Eastern and we start seeing a move back above this area here and start continuing move towards this heart line of 98, 90, 99, we start moving back up, that is a great sign for the short term, right? But we're going to find out tonight if we start dumping below this level. That's all she wrote, and tomorrow, Monday morning, could be a very, very red day in the market. Could be a very red day in the market. And you guys have heard me talk about my ultimate levels to the downside are 75,000. 75,000 is the big target to the downside. Are we going to go all the way down there? I don't know. But we definitely can. Sec Nasty in the house. What's going on, brother? So that if this does happen, if Bitcoin does begin to drop off from the $96,000, $95,000 area back down to 93,000 and lower, oh, get ready for these red days, my friends. Get ready for these red days. In the last hour, things are starting to pump back up because Bitcoin's having a little bounce. See how easy it is? Look how simple it is. In the last 30 minutes, Bitcoin's had a little green candle here in the last 30 minutes, and we're pumping back up for Bitcoin in the very short term. Instantly, the altcoins in the last hour are up 2-3%, right? 0.5%, 2-3%, 4%, 8%, 5%. But overall, on the daily, you guys know we're red. We're red 10, 8, 5, 6, 7, 12%, right? We're in almost a double-digit red all around, most of it. If this thing begins to drop, get ready to rock and roll because the big drop might be coming. Do you think Bonk will $30 billion market cap? What's Bonk at right now? Bonk, I think it's like 2 billion or something. 3 billion. So you think Bonk is going to 10x from where it's at right now? I mean, anything is possible, but I'm not taking that bet. I'm not taking that bet. The way I use these Bonk and Whiff and Floki and stuff like that, short-term trades, get them in, get them out, right? Try to get in those 20, 30% pumps real quick. But I'm not looking for a 10x out of Bonk. I'm just not. Obviously, anything's possible. You can see Dogecoin, right, setting that example, and I'm pretty sure that's where the mentality is coming from. Dogecoin in the last month is up 200%, right? 200%, that's about 2x, right? So you're up 2x on Dogecoin from 13 cents all the way up to 46 or whatever, and people start thinking the same thing about these other meme coins. Anything's possible. The possibility is never zero, but I just wouldn't take that bet. I wouldn't be taking that bet right now. Pepe at 10x, I believe. Dude, I mean, anything's possible with these meme coins, right? Anything's possible. Pepe is at $8 billion market cap. Anything is absolutely possible. Now, will I personally be taking that risk on my portfolio, on my capital? Will I jump into one of these meme coins and hold it for that long? Because, a 10x or whatever for one of these large meme coins is going to take a while to play out. Now, if you got into these meme coins in the depths of the bear market, right, when Dogecoin was less than $10, less than 10 cents, when Pepe was like extremely low in the summer and, last year, if you got in at one of those prices a long time ago, then yeah, maybe you have the good entry point to be able to hold it long term like that. But getting in now, looking for a 10x, is too risky for me, man. It is too risky for me. I just the risk versus reward at that point, it just doesn't make sense to me. Appreciate all of you guys jumping in here. Sand and Mana coming back. Sand is up 35% today, 60%. Something woke up the beast on Sandbox. Metaverse has not been a narrative that has been talked about at all, has had zero attention because the NFT market isn't really around anymore, right? NFT market has not recovered. Nobody cares about NFTs. Everybody just cares about meme coins, right? The meme coins have replaced the NFT hype, and therefore a lot of the metaverse stuff, right? A lot of metaverse hype was surrounding around NFTs, ownership of the different things that you could get inside these metaverses that you would buy through OpenSeas and through these NFT platforms. Now that hype is not really the same level, nowhere near the same levels it was last bull market. So I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised to see some of these altcoins moving. I mean, the price can only be suppressed for so long. At some point, they have pumps, right? We have projects like EOS. Look, EOS is a project that is literally not relevant, not being developed, nothing for many years now. It's still sitting at $1.2 billion market cap. It still had a 28% move this week. It still had a 75% move this month, right? Went from 40 cents all the way up to 85 cents, even though it's a project that literally does not do anything anymore. So, projects like this, Mana, also up 14% today, 47%, 95% of the month. They're going to have pumps. Now, are they long-term holds? How far can it go? Nobody knows. That's the real question. Should I enter on Solana? Oof, what a good question that is. What about Ethereum? We're going to be covering all these questions and a lot more, so just be patient with me. Sold 30,000 coins of sand at 62 cents, and I'm riding VeChain. Let's go, Luca. Let's go. Taking those profits, man. Taking those profits. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so the question is, should I enter Solana right now? So Solana right now, let's go take a look. Solana hit a new all-time high briefly, as high as, what was it? We hit 263, something like that, 265. Its all-time high, its previous all-time high was 260. So let's go take a look at Solana's chart here. Oh no, a new 15-minute candle started, and it ain't looking good, but we still got time. Let's see here. Solana, make way. So Solana overall, right? We came here, we hit the previous all-time high of $260 multiple times. We came as high as 263, got rejected. Boom, we fell down. Let me jump out to the daily here. So we're having a big rejection here off. Geez Louise, mouse. So overall, we're having a big rejection here for Solana, right? Coming back down, came down as low as 241, which is something that I talked about in the Crypto Citadel here. You guys can check it out. So here, a couple of days ago, on the 22nd, 2 days ago, I told them potential high risk short opportunity for Solana, right? I was like, hey, the Solana's holding up here below the previous day open. If we start dropping below 254, even though we had some more moves to the upside, the overall move was down to 249, coming all the way down to the daily naked point of control of $242. What did Solana do? It came down to $242, right? Which was this level right there. Obviously, there's been some chop since then, but overall, that was the trade to take, right, for Solana. Now, Solana could drop lower, right? If Bitcoin continues to drop here, if Bitcoin does not hold that value, that bottom range, the bottom area of that uptrend, right? Bitcoin can continue pulling down, continue to pull down. Solana is going to come down with it. $211 is basically going to be the next level of support here that I'm looking for, right? 230 could be a little bit of support, but overall, 211 rotating this range all the way down and retesting this to see if we can actually hold the value area low of this range. That does not hold. The 197 has not really been retested. Right, we had resistance back here earlier in the year, back in March. Both times got rejected. Never revisited that level again until just recently when the major rally started for altcoins and Bitcoin. Right, we just kind of blasted right through it. No real major retest of it. So coming down to 197, which is a total drop of about 19%. Would be a lot better of an entry than buying literally at all-time highs or, nearly all-time highs. So I would be looking for that, right? I'll be looking for 211, see if we can retest this. If this doesn't hold, the 197 and 197 doesn't hold, I'm looking to see below 184, looking to fall back inside this range. We do still have a naked point of control down here at 154. That will probably be the most optimal entry from where we're at right now. If we drop down there, that is a about 37.5, basically 38% move to the downside for Solana. It seems steep. It seems like, oh my gosh, that's never going to happen. But it is a very strong possibility if Bitcoin does have that pullback down to $75,000. So what I'm doing right now is I'm keeping an eye on Bitcoin. I'm looking for that $75,000. I'm keeping an eye on the altcoins, and as the altcoins begin to drop closer and closer to these very low levels that I'm looking at, I would potentially start dollar cost averaging again at way lower levels. I'm not dollar cost averaging right now. I told you guys I'm not going to be buying anything on green days. I'm only buying on red days. And I'm not buying like on a 2% drop, right? Like I'm not buying Shiba. Shiba, I'm not buying Shiba at all right now because I'm not into meme coins like that. But I'm not gonna buy Render. It's down 4%, but it's up 51% in the month. Like that's not enough, right? I'm not gonna buy XRP just because it's down 8%, but it's up 163% on the month. That doesn't make sense. I'm not buying XRP now, right? I'm not gonna buy XRP at all, but I'm just not gonna do that. XLM, same thing, right? It's up 394% on the month. I'm not buying it on today's red day because it's down 4.8%. Like that's just the red days you gotta quantify like what actually makes sense. You need a big juicy red day, right? You need about a week's worth of dropping, right, for action to really start pulling back for you to be like, okay, that makes sense. Now I'm gonna start buying, and from this point on, I'll dollar cost average continuously down. I'm not gonna buy Solana today because it's down, 5% or whatever it is. What's Solana down right now? Solana's down 3.5%. I'm not buying Solana right now. I'm going to wait till we get a lot lower level. Should we sell Bitcoin right now? Man, taking profits is never a bad idea. I personally am not selling any of my Bitcoin. I've been in the market too long to sell my Bitcoin now at 96,000 because of a potential pullback down to 75, right? I've been through all the pullbacks. Every pullback I've been here. Doc DCA, thank you with the hearts, man. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. It's just one of those things where I'm not scared of Bitcoin dropping from 98, 99 down to 75. I've ridden Bitcoin from 10K to 69K, back down to 15K, from 15K now all the way to 98K, right? Dropping down to 75 is like a 20% drop for Bitcoin. That doesn't mean anything to me. That doesn't mean anything to me, guys. I eat that pain for breakfast. Can Crow go to $1? Famous question. Everybody wants to know if something can hit $1. I don't know what the heck is Crow's. Crow's market cap is $5 billion. It's currently at 18 cents. Let's see here. Hold on, give me a second. Did Nvidia had their earnings yet? I think it did. I think they did have their earnings already. It happened last week. And Nvidia took a little bit of a dive short term. What's your take on Jasmine? Will it do well this bull market? I've never been a believer of Jasmine. I don't really care about Jasmine. It's just one of those things that randomly pumps here and there. You can catch a few good pumps off of it, but I don't hold Jasmine. I don't care about Jasmine. I don't even think Jasmine does anything. So Chronos to $1. It's up 88% on the year, up 150% on the month. See, this is not something that I would be buying right now, right? I wouldn't be buying it because it's only down 4.5%, but it pumped 150% this last month alone. And this happens due to the fact that, there was a regulation scare because they got hit with a Wells notice. They're like, oh man, maybe they're gonna get sued or whatever. But now that there's a change in administration coming. Gary Gensler has already announced that he's leaving on January 20th, right? That is very good for all these well notices and all these companies that could potentially be getting sued, right? That's pretty much not going to potentially happen, which is what probably caused this major rally for Chronos to finally occur. Now, at a $5 billion market cap, I don't know what the token supply increase has been since the last bull market to here. Let's see. Let's actually go to CoinMarketCap real quick and try to analyze this just quickly. Some Chronos. Okay, so all right. All-time high was about 80 cents. Yeah, 81 cents back in 2021. Let's see what the market cap was during that time. Market cap during that time was $20 billion, right? $20 billion. Its market cap right now is $5 billion, and the price is about 18. So okay, so there hasn't been a lot of token inflation from what I'm seeing, comparing the price action to the market cap, right? The market cap is nowhere near a previous all-time high or anything like that. So there hasn't been a massive amount of supply increase from what I can tell, just briefly based off the market cap. Obviously, it'd be a lot better if we can actually see the token supply. I used to have a tool that had it for free, but now everything is paid. I got to pay for it, so don't have access to that right now. But it looks like it hasn't had any major inflation in token supply. And meanwhile, that is true, which I can't guarantee right now 100%. But meanwhile, it isn't. There is a good possibility, right? Crypto.com going all the way up to 81 cents. Definitely is potentially to be revisited at some point with enough marketing and enough real push behind the community and their exchange. I think they definitely can if they get some things right. So $1 wouldn't be out of the question. $1 would not be out of the question for Cronos. Let's see here. Bitcoin's price trying to hold up, trying to stay above this this blue line right here. We gotta stay above that blue line. Got to start making a move back above the previous day low of 97,200. Get above this VWAP as well. The VWAP is starting to hit this previous day low. If we get up here and we don't get above it, I'll probably take a short right around this time. So if we see Bitcoin do something like this, right, we're probably gonna crawl up here. VWAP is gonna hit us. We're probably gonna wick in here, and if I see us close below it, we wick into it, but we close below it, I'll be taking a short there because I definitely think we're gonna get a bigger rejection, and then we'll analyze what happens here at 96, whether we bounce again. If not, you know, down below we go. Down below we go for Bitcoin. Let's get back into the chat here. Let's get back into the chat. Kernel's at least a 4x, definitely possible. Monday, Bitcoin prediction. So it's very hard to say exactly. I already gave my analysis on what could happen on Bitcoin. So right now on Monday, right, tomorrow, meanwhile, we stay below this previous day low. It's not looking good for Bitcoin in the short term, 97,200. We are also being held up by the bottom of this uptrend here, right? By the bottom of this uptrend here. If we do not stay above this uptrend, if we don't, right, we get rejected here at the previous day low tonight or later today at some point. And if tonight, after when the Asia markets open at 7 p.m. Eastern, if we don't start seeing a move back towards previous day highs, towards that 98, 99, right, we just stay chopping around here. We just stay chopping around here. We start dipping below this previous day. I mean, this uptrend, we start dipping below it. This could be the beginning for Monday to just have a major drop down, and we have that overall larger pullback for Bitcoin. It's definitely a possibility right now. Ondo, do we sell or hold to borrow against later? I'd be curious. My goal with Bitcoin, my goal with crypto in general, is to make as much profit from altcoins as I possibly can. Use those profits to then filter that over into Bitcoin when Bitcoin has major pullbacks, right? 50% plus or whatever during the bear markets, buy up more Bitcoin, and then eventually grow my portfolio with more and more Bitcoin so that in the future, then I can borrow against my Bitcoin to be able to, you know, for tax advantages and just in general for larger investments strategies later down the line. So the name of the game is to accumulate more Bitcoin always. Ondo, I like Ondo. I'm very bullish on Ondo. Ondo has had a nice little pullback here. We're still sitting at 99 cents. I updated the Crypto Citadel yesterday talking about Ondo specifically. We talked about a few different altcoins here. Ondo was definitely one that we talked about here, potentially having a little bit of pullback here below 97 cents. So Ondo is definitely one of those things that I'm keeping an eye on very closely. I like the real world asset tokenizations. I like what Ondo's doing with BlackRock and Buildo and the Buildo Asset Fund. So right now it's 99 cents. This is all going to be dependent on the Bitcoin move, right? If Bitcoin pulls back, Ondo's going to pull back. If Ondo pulls back, the Crypto Citadel already knows the targets that I'm looking for to start dollar cost averaging more Ondo on the way down. If you guys are not part of the Crypto Citadel, definitely take advantage. Hit the link in the profile, right? Hit the link in the profile. It's going to look something like this. Come on over here, hit the Crypto Citadel, and jump in here with the promo code Black Friday, and you're going to be getting 75% off. 75% off on the Crypto Citadel. It's $19.99 a month normally. It's still less than $1 a day, which is fantastic. You get 3 exclusive live streams a week. You get daily trade setups. You get macro long-term analysis to the targets to the upside, targets to the downside, 75% off for your first month, $5, less than 15 cents a day for your first entire month to test it out to see if you like it or not. And then you keep rocking and rolling with the $19.99 overall, which is still less than $1 a day. If you think getting 3 exclusive live streams a week, getting daily trade setups, and getting macro analysis on all altcoins per day is not worth at least $1 a day, I don't know what to tell you guys. It won't get any better than that. It definitely will not get any better than that. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of that, joining the Crypto Citadel. And yeah, use that Black Friday promo code before it runs out, guys. Use that Black Friday promo code before it runs out. Let's see here. Where can you borrow from Bitcoin? There's different platforms that borrow from Bitcoin, and definitely there's going to be better platforms as the technology advances in the mainstream markets, right? With banks and so forth. We're hearing about banks starting to buy up Bitcoin and hold Bitcoin and wanting to offer Bitcoin offerings to their members, so to their clients. So there's definitely going to be better products to be able to get loans against your Bitcoin. Let's see here. Love the Citadel. Come on, guys, join it. It's great. I've been doing this 25 years. It's the most honest, no BS, just awesome, and price is crazy low. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. That comes from WP, a member in the Crypto Citadel. I appreciate that, brother. Let's go. Let's see here. Are we going lower? We definitely can go lower. Bitcoin's price action. I'm trying to catch up with the chat here. The chat is flying. We can go lower. Right now, I'm looking for this retest, right? I'm looking for this retest. We're bouncing off the lower end of the uptrend here. We're going to see a retest of this previous day low, which is also right here lining up with the VWAP, right? If we wick up here but close below the previous day low, I'll probably take a small short and see if this continues to hold, right? If not, we're probably gonna start dropping. We're definitely gonna get our answer at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight when the markets close. We get the new week data, we get all that stuff, and then the Asia markets open up, right? The Asia markets open up. They're going to have a good set of volume coming in, and that's really going to determine if Bitcoin's going to run back up towards that 99,000, or we're going to lose this value area. We're going to lose this uptrend, and we're going to start dropping down, right? We're going to start dropping down. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. There is a good possibility that we could start dropping out. We start losing this area 96, 95. Boom, we start going towards 93. Could be all she wrote for Bitcoin in the short term, guys. Short term. I'm still bullish. I still think Bitcoin's gonna hit 200K, so I'm gonna make that clear. Let's see. Let's go on here. What is that value? Which value, Beto? Beto, which value are you talking about? The previous day low right now is $97,261. Which is the VWAP is probably coming to meet that previous day low. So we need to have a candle close above that and to continue moving to the upside here in the short term. But if we just wick through and get rejected on the VWAP and the previous day low and close below the previous day low at 97,263, I'll probably be taking a short on Bitcoin, a small short here to see if this area down here is retested again. Should I buy DOT for the short term, for the short time profit? What do you mean by? We could potentially have a massive pullback right now with Bitcoin. Wait for the red days, guys. Wait for the red days. I understand it's a little red right now. But wait for the big red days. Wait for Bitcoin to have a major pullback, for the altcoins to really pull back 10, 15, 20, 30% to start dollar cost averaging at that point. Don't start buying into things just because they're down 5%, but they're still up 80% overall in the month, still up 40% overall in the month, right? That just doesn't make sense. That's not the point. That's not the entry point to start dollar cost averaging. What do you mean by taking a short? Taking a short is a trade, right? I'm going to take a trade, right? I'm going to do a leverage trade on the futures to bet that it's going to go down, and I'll be making money if it does go down. Now, if it goes up, I lose money, right? So that's the simplest way I can pretty much describe it to you. But basically, shorting means if somebody says I'm going short, or I think I'm going to short this, is that they are betting that the asset price is going to drop, and they're going to be making money as that asset price drops. If they're long, that means that they're betting that the price is going to go up, and as the price increases, they make more money. Now, if the price decreases, obviously they lose money. There is 6,100 Bitcoin buy in that support. I hope you're right, OT. I hope we hold it. Trust me, I want us to hold it. I want us to blast through 100,000 and go to 200 tomorrow. Good morning, Crusader. Your opinion, Filecoin or Litecoin? I mean, if I had to choose between those two, I'd probably choose Litecoin. I don't know anything about Filecoin. I'm not bullish on Filecoin. I know Filecoin might have had a little bit of a pump here recently. Let's see here. Filecoin is up 22% in the week, 52% in the month. Let's see, what's Litecoin doing? Litecoin is up 34% in the month, down 3.9% on the day, up 7.1% in the week. I don't know. I hold Litecoin just because I bought it a long time ago, but I've never been a big fan of Filecoin. If it works for you, it works for you. Corium. Gosh, the chat is flying. The chat is flying. I appreciate all of you guys tapping those likes. Let's go, those likes rocking and rolling. Corium is up 5.1% today, 64% on the week, 251% on the month. This is a I forget what this is exactly, but I know it exists on the XRP blockchain. So XRP had obviously a major rally, and then this thing ran massively as well. I forget what Corium is exactly on XRP. And then we also had Sologenic, which is a DEX on XRP. This thing rallied hard. It's up 559% on the month, going literally from flatline 8 cents all the way to 81 cents. Major rally. This is the thing about DEXs. This is what I tell you guys to look at DEXs. If you're bullish on a layer one, if you're bullish on a blockchain, and that blockchain has a DEX that's into that blockchain, keep an eye on it, because when the rally starts to happen on that layer one, the DEX is going to pop off as well, and that's exactly what happened with Sologenic here. So let's see what's Bitcoin doing. Bitcoin's trying to move up here, but it's struggling. We'll keep an eye on it. XLM prediction right now, anything I'm predicting is to the downside. I'm looking for lower price action. I'm looking for a rejection for Bitcoin. I'm looking for a rejection for Bitcoin to drop out of this uptrend and start dropping lower. I'm not looking for higher price action unless proven otherwise, which will be happening later tonight and tomorrow, where the Asia and London markets are going to start really trading again. And then if we get a big push to the upside, then we're potentially safe for the short term. But right now, we're literally at the critical bottom level right here of this uptrend. If this uptrend does not hold, we could definitely be dropping off. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much all she wrote for Bitcoin here in the short term. So I'm actually going to try to get a... No, I'm not going to do that just yet. Let's see here. Do you use KuCoin at all? No, I don't use KuCoin. You can trade on KuCoin. There's nothing wrong with it. I trade on ZoomX though. I trade on ZoomX. That's where I do my trading. There's a link in my bio. You guys can go check that out. You can get 25% off all fees with my link. So I use ZoomX. I like them. They're very straightforward, very simple. Bull market is over. Nah, bull market's not over. Bitcoin can still drop down to 75,000 and the bull market is still on. Zena with the roses and the music note. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sorry that I missed it. I thank you for the gifts. Let's see here. Dennis says, "Bro, can you please give me some technicals on Pepe?" Let's go take a look at Pepe here real quick. Pepe, where are you at, Pepe? Pepe's down 10.7% on the week. Let's go look at Pepe's chart here. All right. So Pepe pretty much had a pretty drastic run here from its Q3 range that was just literally just sitting down here at, whatever this number is, super low. And it's had a major rally since obviously November 4th. It rallied basically over 200% in a matter of 8 days. Now it's pulling back, and we get a quick little fib here, right, from this low to this high. What are some of the levels here? Well, right now, right, just based off the fib, we're bouncing off the 0.382. If that's not hold and we drop down to the 0.05, that's going to be a bunch of zeros, 1684. If the 0.5 fib pool doesn't hold, the gold pocket is sitting down at 1410. You know, it's got like 4 zeros and then 1410. That's pretty much going to be like the gold pocket retracement if we pull back more for 𝗭𝗢𝗢 here, which no, it's still pretty far ahead. The local high, the 2024 May high here was around the 0.5 level, so the 0.5 might hold some support here. We'll see that. We'll see if that holds. But overall, you know, if that 0.5 doesn't hold, look for that gold pocket pullback all the way down to 4 zeros, 1410 in the short term. Not too much to go off of 𝗭𝗢𝗢, since 𝗭𝗢𝗢 is making a higher level right now than what it was earlier this year. And does this have any data earlier than May 2023? Nope. So it's pretty much at new all-time highs based off this chart here. So that's pretty much all I got for you on 𝗭𝗢𝗢. Bro, check Polkadot. Let's go take a look at Polkadot. Polkadot, I am a holder of Polkadot, guys. Don't think I'm not. I hold Polkadot. I bought Polkadot. I think Polkadot could potentially go between 20 to 40 bucks as well. I think that's a pretty good, you know, maybe even 50 bucks, but who knows? I'm skeptical on the 50 bucks, but I think 20 to 40 is potentially possible for Polkadot. So it's up 107% this month, up 52% this week, down less than 1% today. So let's go take a look at Polkadot. Yep, Polkadot, I believe, is one that we talked about in the Crypto Citadel lately. I don't remember if I did or not. Okay, so overall, Polkadot broke out of its, let's see here. What the heck is this? All right, let me get the September 30th. All right, cool. So we broke out of the Q3 range, right? Boom, had a major rally to the upside. I know this chart is really messy, which is really annoying. Gotta clean this up. But overall, we hit major targets all the way to the upside of $9, basically tapping $10.48 earlier today, or at least in the last 24 hours. We're now having a big rejection here, right? Big red candle with, a big wick with a red candle here, doji candle is indicating a potential pullback here for Polkadot. Now, where could it pull back? We hit the gold pocket. We hit a lot of critical levels up here, so we hit a lot of targets. So on the way back down, this 0.5 fib, $7.47 between that area and $7.20. I'm going to be looking here to hold this as support, right? This area right here. Going to be looking for support as low as $7. Now, if we lose the $7.20 area, $7.14, we could rotate the full second quarter range all the way down to as low as $6.16. Excuse me. And then overall, worst case scenario, this area of resistance here between $5.84 to $5.64 would be my last area of support. If not, we're back inside the Q3 range. And that overall is a pullback here, about 17 to 15% of this first support zone. And then this resistance zone all the way down here is about 32% drop, right? Which is very aligned with the Bitcoin 25% pullback, 20 to 25% pullback down to 75K. If that happens, I definitely see Polkadot dropping back down to the mid $5 range. Bitcoin right here, not holding too much, not coming back down once again, not really having a strong enough pump back to the previous day high, not showing a good sign of momentum to the upside, right? We're creating lower highs. You're just here in the local time frame right now. You just see this, right? We have a high here. We have a lower high. Right now we're setting another lower high. If we don't start making a change here and start getting above this previous day high, things could get real choppy for Bitcoin in the short term. What is that blue and yellow volume? Blue and yellow. Oh, this thing right here. So this is basically a volume profile. This is a free indicator tool, right? It's a fixed range volume profile. So you just get the range of a certain time frame. This is the entire previous day for Bitcoin right now because we're on the 15-minute, right, for the previous day. So it shows the volume, and then the most volume happens at this red line that is generated, which is the point of control for that range, which is a good target. Bitcoin breaking back down to 96,000. Going to be retesting this area low here. If this doesn't hold and we start dropping below 95.8, look out below. Look out below. Let's see here. Appreciate all of you guys smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. If you're not already, make sure you're doing so. And if you're not already in the Citadel, make sure you do that. 75% off, promo code Black Friday on your first month. Less than 15 cents a day for your first month to be in there. Overall, $19.99, which is less than $1 to be in the Citadel, with 3 exclusive lives in there, along with trading sessions, right? Daily trade setups, macro analysis. You're like, oh, but I'm not a trader. I don't care about that. Macro analysis, my friends, for targets to the upside, targets to the downside. What more can you ask for less than $1 a day? Less than $1 a day. See here, I'm in 2 little trades here right now. Not doing too bad. Let's see here. There are 6,100 Bitcoin buys entered on that support, and longs just got liquidated. I see 99K this leg. Let's get it, bro. OT, I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right. Let's see here. 94,101 max. I hope you're right, Jimbo. I hope you're right, bro. I don't want us to drop to 75K. I just have that 75K target there as a potential, and you got to be aware that the potential exists. Please repeat the 2 cryptos that link to XRP. The 2 cryptos that were linked to XRP were 𝗭𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗠. 𝗭𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢, this one right here, right? 𝗭𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢. I forget what this does on XRP, but I know it's connected to the XRP blockchain. And then the other one was Sologenic. The ticker is just Sologenic. This is a DEX on XRP, so I do know that. I forget what the heck 𝗭𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢 does or is on XRP, but yeah, Sologenic is a DEX. Those are the 2 assets. It's up 500% in the last month, so this Sologenic one. So definitely wait for a big pullback. Definitely wait for a big pullback. Let's see here. Jupiter's down 3.7% today, down 8.7% on the week, up 7.8% on the month. Has not had any major real move to the upside or downside this entire month, which is kind of weird since, there's been a lot of stuff happening on Solana. But the reason why I think this is happening is because all the traffic really is on Raydium. Raydium is where it's at, bro. Raydium is up 105% on the month, 1,300% on the year, down up 2.9% on the week, and down only 3.5% on the day. This thing has very small pullbacks, but the grand majority of all the Solana volume from these meme coins are happening on Raydium, and Raydium's price is just increasing and increasing and increasing. This is one that I've been wanting to get into, but it just hasn't had any major pullbacks at all. A month ago, it was at $2.72, and I was like, man, that's high. This thing that hasn't had a pullback, and it just continues to run. So I literally haven't been able to get into this unless we have a major crash or sometime. JY, hit that subscribe. Let's go. Hitting that subscribe here on TikTok. I appreciate you hitting that subscribe and becoming a member here of the channel. But if you are, I just want to clarify this. If you're trying to become a member of the Crypto Citadel, subscribing to the channel like that does not get you access to the Crypto Citadel. It just supports me directly, which I thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. But the way you get into the Citadel, you have to go to the profile. You have to come here, hit this Crypto Citadel link, which will take you to this page where you enter the Black Friday promo code. Then you enter all your card stuff. You hit join. Then you get you connect your Discord to this, and then you get access to the private community. Just want to make that clear to everyone. I've never heard of Raydium, dude. Yeah, this thing is, nobody talks about it, but this thing is massive, bro. This is the biggest DEX, the biggest volume that Solana does. All the Solana, if you use Phantom Wallet Phantom, anything that you're using directly on the Phantoms for swaps, you're using Radium. You just don't even know it. Radium is the biggest DEX for Solana. Jupiter is a smaller DEX. They have Orca, which is another smaller DEX, but Radium is the largest DEX on Solana. What entry are you looking for Radium? Dude, I just want a decent pullback on Radium, bro. I want a 20, 30, 40% pullback on Radium at some point, right? Which is possible if Bitcoin pulls back 20%. Altcoins overall are going to dump 20, 30, 40% easily, right? I'll be fine with a 20% pullback to start dollar cost averaging some positions. But, you know, it just hasn't had any pullback. Only pulls back like 2% per day, and then it just pumps another 10, 15%. So I haven't been able to get any good entries on it. Bitcoin pullback to 92K. Right now, we're falling out of this area again right now. Right, we have the bottom here at 95.8. The next big area to drop down to, right, the previous week high for support would be 93,550. That's going to be the next big area down, which is a pullback from where we're at right now, another 2.7, 2.8% to the downside for Bitcoin, which it looks like that's where we're headed, unless we have another major bounce here off 95.8. But we're not getting enough buying pressure. We're not getting enough momentum to the upside. Open interest is not picking up. Yeah, not looking bueno. Not looking bueno for Bitcoin price right now. Not looking bueno. How much is Radium right now? It's like $5-6 right now. What's Radium at? It's $5.79. It was as high as $6.23. Went as high as $6.32 overall this month, but it was down at $2.72 a month ago, which obviously was less than 100% from now. I buy so much Bitcoin at 75. If 75K comes, let's go. Pullback maybe on a new moon. Is there a new moon coming? If a new moon is coming, I know a lot of people follow the moon cycles. Depending on the moon cycles, Bitcoin has pullbacks or not, things like that. So, like I said, I've been talking about this pullback for quite some time, right? The Bitcoin dominance is at 59%. Right now, but overall, right, just looking at Bitcoin, right, we have the Bitcoin CME gap. This is the futures. So we have the CME gap down here that we created between 80,000 and 77,000, give or take. We have the CME gap. If we look at Bitcoin's price during that time frame, it's this big blue zone that you see down here. All right, if we zoom into it, we have many untapped levels here. We have a daily naked point of control up at 81. We have another daily naked point of control at 79. We have 2 daily levels at 76, 1 weekly level at 76 as well. We have another 2 or 3 daily levels at 74. We have another one at 73, and the overall bottom of this range is 72,000 of this area down here. So I am keeping an eye. This is the area. This is the CME gap itself. Here, these are all the levels besides the CME gap on why we could potentially be pulling back to this level. Especially if we lose the weekly open of 89,000. That's going to pretty much wipe out this entire week's worth of momentum to the upside. If we lose that, that's all she wrote in the short term. In the short term. Remember that. It's in the short term. So right now, Bitcoin's pulling back here. I was planning on taking a short if we moved up to the previous day high and get that rejection off the previous day high in VWAP, but we didn't get that high. We already started pulling back down again. What are you looking to buy? There is a pullback. I'm looking to buy some different assets for sure. So one thing I'm looking to buy is obviously more Ondo, depending how low it goes. I'm very bullish on Ondo. Very bullish on Arrow. Where's Arrow at? Aerodrome. Right. Very bullish on Arrow, depending how far Aerodrome pulls back. Below $1, especially closer to that, like, 80 cent level or lower. I'll be looking to buy more Arrow. Superverse is another one that I'm interested in. It's down 7.1% on the month, but overall it was having a good rally. Superverse is one that I'm looking to get some more exposure to. OM is another one that I'm looking to get into. I haven't gotten into this one at all. It pumped 185%. This is also part of the real world asset tokenization, so I'm definitely looking to get some of that. Render, if we can drop below $5, Render would be another one that I'd be looking to buy a little bit more of. Let's see here. What are some other assets that I'm interested in? Where is AVAX? AVAX, if we fall below $30 again, definitely looking to buy up some more AVAX below $30. Phantom is another one that I'm interested in. We start dropping below, what you call it? Yeah, we start dropping to like 54 cents or lower. Looking to be buying some more Phantom as well. And there's a few other ones out there that I can't remember right now off the top of my head. So it all depends on what pulls back and how much it pulls back. ICP has been having a nice little run, man. ICP, everybody thought that it wasn't going to pump ever again. I've been telling you about the critical levels for ICP. We went up as high as $12. We missed our overall $12 and like 60-cent target, but you know, we're coming back down to $10 now. ICP below, been talking about it in the Crypto Citadel. Where is it at? Where's my ICP update? See, we big target here was $12.84. We didn't hit that, but you know, if we fall below $9 back into this green zone, right, that is the accumulation zone for me for ICP before having another move to the upside. Another one I'm looking to buy is Axon DAO. We start falling back towards that 20-cent level. Axon DAO is definitely one that I'm looking to get into again, buy more of, because that is the decentralized science narrative, which I think is doing very, very well. How about Solana? How low will it go? I don't know how low it will go, but I'm interested in Solana. I'm interested to get more Solana around below 180. Below 180, closer to that 154 and lower. That's where I'm really interested in getting Solana. If we look at the Solana chart here, right, overall this entire year, anytime we've dipped into this green zone, which was below 139, it was a great time to buy Solana, right? We've dipped down below 139, came as low as 116. We came as low as 119. We came as low as 121, 114, 120. Every time we were down here, I was always followed by a big move to the upside until we had this major breakout. We do have a monthly point of control sitting down here at 154. We do have the September naked point of control down at 132. So the closer to this green zone Solana can get, the more likely I'll buy more of for Solana. My guy, you're not getting Solana that cheap. Yeah, maybe not, right? We might not get it, but overall, from where we're at right now, right, you might not think so, but you know, Bitcoin pulls back 25% down to 75K. Altcoins are going to be getting crushed, bro. A 25% pullback for Solana takes us to 184. A 37% drop for Solana takes us to 154, which is my real main target to the downside for altcoins. They're basically going to be, if Bitcoin pulls back 25%, I definitely see altcoins dropping 30 to 40%, which this is the overall right here, somewhere in the middle, 36% for Solana. And it's probably not going to be a long consolidation down here. It's probably going to be a quick wick. It's going to be a quick price action down here. But overall, I do expect that to happen if Bitcoin pulls back 25%. If Bitcoin pulls back 25%, I'm telling you, altcoins will drop 30% plus. Very, very possible, especially after many altcoins have ran literally hundreds of percent this last month. And people are going to panic sell. When people start seeing altcoins dropping 10% plus for a couple of days, people are going to start panic selling. And the drop to 75K could be a lot quicker than people think so too. I don't think it's going to be a long, dragged out situation. I think it could be a very short term, just wick down there, drop down there, fill in that CME gap, fill in those levels, and then come right back up. I believe this shakeout will be over by tomorrow. We could, tonight, right? Tonight, when the Asia markets open up at 7 p.m. Eastern time, we could get a major inflow of volume and start pumping the price back up. If we see that, let's go, baby. Right? Let's go. That would save Bitcoin's price from dropping lower. But if we don't see that and we start seeing a lot more selling pressure coming from the Asia markets overnight after 7 p.m. Eastern time, I will be updating the Crypto Citadel at 7 p.m. tonight, as well, 7:30ish. If we see a lot of selling pressure, that could lead to a lot of selling pressure during the London session overnight. So by the time New York session starts the next morning on Monday, it could be a very red Monday. So definitely stay in tune and make sure you're paying attention. ICP TVO is on fire. Let's go. Let's see what the ICP TVO is looking like. Let's go take a look at that. Come on, DeFi Llama. Pump for me. I mean, load. Jeez, what's going on here? Oh, whatever reason it was. Okay, that's weird. ICP. Why is nothing loading? DeFi Llama crashed or something? Come on, DeFi Llama. Nothing's loading. Things like broken right now or something. Okay. DeFi Llama. Yeah, DeFi Llama is not loading right now. Don't know what the heck is going on there. I believe. Let's see here. TA on Quant. How about Salon? Hello, where to go? Yada yada. Price targets hit a bit crazy, my guy. Dropping that low. Yep. You'll be shocked how low things can drop with Bitcoin dropping 25%, bro. You would be surprised. But if it doesn't, that's okay. If it doesn't drop that low, that's okay. Let's see here. What else is going on? Bitcoin. There's a lot of Bitcoin still dropping lower here. Still dropping lower. Not looking good for the Bitcoins. Not looking good for the Bitcoin. Come on, Bitcoin pump. Bitcoin pump. Got my two little trades going on here on ZoomX. Let's go. If we don't get a 25% pullback, are you still going to DCA in or just keep waiting? So we might, if we don't get the full 25% pullback, right? Whatever pullback we get, if I start seeing that let's say we pull back down to, I don't know, 90,000, maybe 89,000, and from there we start bouncing back up, right? Then I would potentially take small positions. I would dollar cost average, but very small amounts, right? So I have in general about, let's say, $10,000 to dollar cost average. I would probably dollar cost average, maybe $2-3 grand at that price point, just because there's the higher risk, right? I'll just get a little bit more exposure into a few allocations, into a few projects. Probably instead of I went through a big array of list of things I want, I'll probably pick my top 2 projects that I like the most, and I'll probably just put like another $3 grand into in at that point. For something like that. So if we don't get the big 25% pullback and we don't get big red days on a lot of these altcoins, then I'll just dollar cost average a small percent, because you always got to keep dry powder on the side, because maybe you're wrong. Maybe we start getting a little bit of a bounce off that 89, right? Whatever price point I think we're bouncing off of, and we do have a larger pullback, then I still have dry powder on the downside. For the larger downside, I can't just go all in. Okay, this is gonna be it. The 25% pullback isn't gonna happen. We're gonna bounce off 89, and I'm just gonna throw in my 10K, and then it does drop lower, and then I'm like, oh, I got no more money, and then that 10K is underwater in red until we finally pump back up again. So yeah, I think volume will be low next week due to Thanksgiving and a lot of people being off. It might be. I can also expect some crazy price volatility when you least expect it, when nobody's paying attention, right? When nobody's paying attention because the holidays are around, that's sometimes when the biggest volatility happens. You get, because there's not a lot of volume, so it's easier to push price up or to dump price back down. So you got to be very careful here. Always be very careful. Usually if Bitcoin drops that much, altcoins will suffer tremendously. Yeah, 100%. That's why I'm saying if Bitcoin drops 25%, altcoins are going to be dropping 30 to 40% easy. Right? Not every single altcoin will drop 30 or 40%, but the grand majority of them will. It all depends on, what project they are, what their market cap is in general. But it's definitely doable. So guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys joining in here, smashing those likes, tapping that screen, making sure you're subscribing here. If you're not subscribed already, I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains every single day. If you have not joined the Crypto Citadel, definitely do so. It's $19.99, less than $1 a day to be in the Citadel. But right now, with the promo code Black Friday, you can enter it here and get 75% off. It'd be $5, less than 15 cents a day for your first month. And you're like, what am I getting in this Crypto Citadel? You're getting 3 exclusive live streams, which we also do trading sessions in some of them, right? Not always, only if there's a good trade that presents itself. But if there's not a good trade, we do a lot of game planning within those 3 exclusive live sessions, right? Do a lot of macro analysis. Also, you're like, oh, okay, well, you know, what else do we get there besides exclusive live streams? You get daily trade setups for Bitcoin and any altcoin of your choice. But Crusader, I'm not a trader. I don't care about that. I got you, bro. We do macro long-term analysis, right, for the targets to the upside. Look at these. This is the macro long-term analysis. Targets to the upside, targets to the downside. Where are we going to the downside to potential dollar cost average positions, right? What are some potential take profit positions to the upside? All about the game plan. This is happening in here every single day. So guys, make sure you guys are taking advantage of the 75% off right now so you can try out your first month for $5. $5, then it goes up to $19.99, which is still less than $1 a day to be in there. If you don't think you're getting more than $1 of value per day while being in there, I don't know what to tell you guys. Guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys in here smashing those likes. Caffeinated Crypto says, got lucky, bought my 100 SOL at $50. Let's go, man. Let's go. In your opinion, top in 2 quarter, end of 2025 or 2026? Okay, yeah. I definitely think the top is going to be somewhere around quarter 2 of 2025. I don't see us running into 2026. I do believe that there's going to be some type of recession. There's going to be some type of, you know, overall larger market pullback from traditional markets and in crypto overall, and it's just going to, you know, start pulling us back. You know, at the end of the day, the president that's coming in now, right? President T, the Don, whatever you want to call him, oh, what's going on here? The Don is a deflationary president, which will cause, you know, prices to, you know, a recession to occur. So I definitely think something like that is going to happen here overall in the next, you know, 6 to 8 months. And I just don't see us running past the summer of next year, continuing to run. I think that's going to be the top, and then we're going to have, you know, the May sell and walk away. They're going to have a big dump in May, and then people are going to be like, oh, it's coming back. Don't worry, it's just the summer. We're going to come back in quarter 4. Maybe in quarter 4 we have a little bit of a rally of some kind. But I think overall, because everything doesn't top exactly at the same time, but I think the overall top is going to be in quarter 2. I'd be very, very surprised if we've run it to 2026. You know, I just don't see that happening. So, but it all depends how far Bitcoin gets within the next 6 months. We'll see what happens. I appreciate everybody jumping in here, smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe, joining the Crypto Citadel if you haven't already. Make sure you guys take advantage of that 75% off. And I'll see you guys all in the Crypto Citadel later tonight. I'm going to be dropping some updates for Bitcoin and some altcoins in there as well. So make sure you guys are staying tuned with the Crypto Citadel. Keep your eyes on the community because we are dropping more updates tonight. It's going to be critical updates for Bitcoin's price action, especially as Bitcoin is at these freaking lows. Are we going to pump or are we going to dump? I'll let you guys know later tonight when we get that fresh data at 7 p.m. Let me know what you guys think. See you guys in the Crypto Citadel. Until next time, see ya.